team nearing victory.
Capture bases and destroy the enemy core. Enemy defenses are up. Capture the spire.
What's up, everyone? My name is Vox, and today I wanted to talk about something that's been nagging me for the better part of a year, but I haven't really been able to prove it to myself until this past week when Halo came out. And that is that Destiny's PvP has spoiled me rotten to the point where I am no longer at the level that I want to be when it comes to playing other FPSs. I'm not able to hold myself to the standard I want to hold myself to. And what I mean by that is Destiny is so dumbed down to be accessible and approachable for everybody, and the way they did that has just made me lazy and reliant on their hidden hand, so to speak, you know, ha ha ha, that kind of, you know, basically plays the game for you. Destiny multiplayer does not require aiming, it doesn't require teamwork, and it requires very little in the way of, I guess, strategy, that sort of thing. There's one way to play Destiny multiplayer, and once you learn that way, you know, you're just kind of like at the only thing that you can improve on is your individual shot. And like I said, with the game practically aiming most of the weapons for you, that's not something you can particularly distance yourself from other players with. In this video, I mean, this is Warzone gameplay, and I'll talk about the game mode in a minute, but you'll see my aim and my movement might look a little shaky because I'm not used to having to aim every individual shot. And
Level 3 Rex available.
you might think, oh, that sounds really frustrating, you know, oh, Vox, you're really good at Destiny, it must be annoying to not be able to do the same thing in Halo. No, that's refreshing, knowing that if somebody has a better shot than me, they're going to beat me. And if I have a better shot than somebody else, then I'm going to beat them. There's no bullshit that you know, it's like, oh, such and such perk procced, or he had this weapon and, you know, I don't, that's why he beat me. If somebody has a weapon that is better than the one I'm holding, then, you know, in regular matchmaking, Warzone is different. Like I said, I'll touch on that in a minute, but in regular matchmaking, they went and they picked that weapon up off the map, and I had the same opportunity to do that. Oh, and that, you know, that little kill right there, that aiming in midair and having the shots go where I'm actually aiming, you know, that's, oh my god, I've missed that so much. You know, heaven forbid you be able to jump and shoot in a freaking futuristic first-person multiplayer. Oh, right there, I just kind of ran into a wall. Don't ask me why I did that. Anyway, so Warzone. You can have 12 people in a fire team, which is awesome because I have such a large group of friends that play this game, and trying to break us up into 4-player teams every night so we can play the ranked matchmaking. You know, I love playing ranked, but it can get a little tedious and get a little frustrating sometimes when, you know, you can only have 4 people on a team and you want to play with, you know, everybody that you normally play with. But anyway, with Warzone, it's a 12v12, I don't know if I want to call it tactical game mode, but one team's attacking, one team's defending, and you use these little
5 minutes remain.
cards or like rewards that you get in game, and you can use those to summon. You can use those to start to spawn with certain weapons or vehicles or stuff like an overshield or camo, that sort of thing. And when it gets down to it, when you have two teams that know what they're doing against each other, it becomes kind of a point and counterpoint where, you know, oh, this team spawned a tank, so we need to spawn lasers or rockets to eliminate that tank. You know, it's kind of a back and forth. You have to see what the other team's doing. You have to react to it using the power-up cards you have. It's a pretty cool game mode. And it's a nice way to relax from the grind of regular arena matchmaking. And when I say grind, I don't mean that in a negative sense of, oh my goodness, I'm just having to grind these ones. I mean as in every single game, I'm going against somebody who's competent and somebody that the game thinks is at or above my skill level. Which means there's no stomping, there's no pub stomping in Halo unless you are just so unbelievably better than most people that finding someone at your level is a rare occurrence. And I can assure you I'm not at that level by any stretch of the imagination, even if my aiming and stuff were up to the standards I want them to be. And you know, when I lose a game in Halo, it's not the frustrating annoyance that it is in Destiny. I was playing Slayer last night with Flash, and I can't remember those bones. No, it wasn't. It was Flash, Grape Sauce, and another one of my friends, Roddy. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He stopped playing Destiny before I really started uploading. But we were playing Slayer, and we got manhandled. I mean, we got brutally destroyed by another team of 4. I think the score was like 50-12 or something.
Ret confirmed.
And you know, that's just, yes, I played very poorly in the game, but the point of this story is, you know why we got destroyed 50-12? Because the other team was better than we were in that game. They knew what they were doing. They took over the part of the map they needed to, and you know, they just held spawns, called us out, team shot at us, and you know, we didn't do a good job of trying to break the spawn. But the thing is, with Halo, I can go into theater mode. I can watch from their point of view what they were doing if I want to try and learn from it. I can take the theater mode in conjunction with my knowledge of what happened on my end, go into a custom game with friends on the same map, try and figure out the spawn system, try and learn, you know, how to effectively do what they were doing, and I can use that knowledge to you know, improve my gameplay. If I want to get better, I have the tools to do that, and Destiny doesn't offer any of those tools. If you want to get better at Destiny, there are only two ways. You either have to learn while you're playing, like you have to consciously try to learn things while you're playing multiplayer, which for most people is going to be very difficult, focusing on playing the game and trying to, like, you know, keep a overall view of what's happening and learning from that. Or you have to go on Twitch and watch somebody who's better play and see what they do. And you know, that's fine, and I enjoy watching a good Twitch stream as much as the next person, but at the end of the day, that can only teach you so much, especially if the streamer is not the greatest teacher and he's not the greatest at, like, explaining what he's doing. There are very few streamers who can play at a high level and explain what they're doing. You know, so it can only get you so far.
Enemy core at 50%.
And you know, it's been a breath of fresh air into the stale mindset of Destiny multiplayer
Wreck confirmed.
with the new weapons patch and 2.0 and hand cannons no longer rolling, all that jazz. But in the 2 months or whatever since that patch has been released, it's already gotten stale again because I've pretty much hit my I've pretty much plateaued again with learning the new
Level 6 Rex available.
people call it meta. I detest that term for Destiny because anyway, I don't like that term. Anyway, I've already reached the peak again in Destiny. There's not very much I can learn from playing that game anymore. And
Enemy core at 25%.
when I was playing my trials runs this weekend with
We've taken out the
Lupo
enemy
and
core.
Icon, whenever I would die to something that I thought was stupid, I would say to myself, like, it's not Halo, just calm down, it's not Halo. And I think that pretty much proves my point. I've been trying to make this whole video that Destiny PvP is just so lackluster as a deep and meaningful multiplayer experience. It's just like I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'll still be playing Destiny PvP once or twice a week, and I'll do trials, and I'll have raw gameplay, and I'll upload that with the early morning multiplayer. But Halo is gonna be my grind for a little while now. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, kudos to you. And leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. If I was complaining too much, just tell me. And see you guys later. Have a good one.